basic.
Welcome to Souly for Laughs. I'm your favorite host, JD.
I'm JoJo and your girl Mima.
And we're going to start this off with this game that's been going on online. It's actually been going online for a while, where we all say a word and we got to try to get to the same word.
Oh, I've seen this one. Telepathically practicing.
Yes.
Okay.
And I didn't tell you girls before we started that we were going to do that, so that way y'all wouldn't sit here thinking about words.
First of all, we don't have the same thought process anyway, so that's going to be a little hard.
No, it's okay. We'll get there eventually. On episode 14,
5
the continuation.
hours later.
Yeah. All right. So on the count of 3, you say a word, and then we all have to try to get to the same word eventually. Okay? 1, 2, 3.
Party.
Tattoos. Mima.
I couldn't come up with a word. I'm sorry.
It's too late now.
I know, but I don't even know what to say.
All right. So we'll do it again. 1, 2, 3.
Piercings. What?
I don't even. So first of all, the audience is not gonna know what the fuck we're saying.
What are you
Because
saying?
we're all saying at the same time.
I said fan.
I
I said
sun.
piercings. You said sun?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fan, piercing, sun. Okay.
Fan, piercings, sun.
All right.
Fan, pierce.
Fan.
So the point is to find something that correlates to that.
Yeah,
Fan,
all in the you all come to the same word.
Fan
Stop and you
piercings.
stop giving clues because you're
Oh.
over here looking at Bima like fan piercing sun.
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 All right, go.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Vacation.
Summer.
What did you say?
We both said summer.
Oh, fuck.
But close.
Yeah, we're close, though.
All right. So you said vacation, summer.
Okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
We need one.
Shit.
We need one.
I froze. I didn't say anything.
We need one. It's not a word. People over here saying whole phrases.
We need to go on vacation ASAP.
All right. So you said vacation, summer.
Okay.
All right. We'll just continue with that one.
Okay.
All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
DR.
Backyard.
Did
What?
you say backyard?
Yeah.
I said DR.
Backyard.
What did you say?
Jamaica.
Oh shit.
All right.
Well, they're all places.
I thought we were gonna say DR.
Dude, vacation in your backyard?
Dominican, guys. Listen, it's called a staycation for a reason.
Yeah, but that's staycation, not vacation.
Staycation,
All right.
vacation.
So Jamaica, backyard, DR. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
El
Airport.
Campo.
What?
El Campo?
I said nothing.
Jamaica and DR got a campo.
Yeah, I know, but this is not working.
What did you say?
I told ya.
She said El Campo.
No, what did you say? Airport.
Airport, yeah.
Okay.
Out of all 3 of us, I think I'm the one that's making the most sense right now.
You are, because I froze. All right.
Wait,
All right.
you didn't say anything. So El Campo and airport. Okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Luggage.
Airplanes. What did you say?
Airplane.
I said airplane.
I said luggage.
Okay, we're close.
Okay, so airplane, luggage.
Okay.
All right, airplane, luggage.
Airplane, luggage. Ready?
Wait, can we say a word that we said in the past?
I don't
1.
I don't know.
Airplane, luggage. You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Vacation.
9/11.
What?
What did you say?
9/11.
And I said crash.
I said vacation.
Oh.
Why are you looking? And speaking of 9/11, today's episode is on conspiracy theories.
I mean, it got us there.
It got us to the episode.
So, Jojo, do you think that we actually landed on the moon?
No. I don't think we landed on the moon. It was in 1969, right? The moon landing. All right. You're telling me that this whole time it's 2025 and we still
haven't gone back.
We haven't gone back to the moon. So what things were going on during 1969? What war was going on?
World War II, right?
No, it's 1969.
When did World War II happen? 40? No, that was in the 40s.
That was in the 40s. Yeah, there was it Vietnam? Fuck.
I don't know. You should look this up before
I should have.
So that you knew the answer yourself.
No,
Well, I'm gonna be quiet because I don't remember.
I want to say it was.
Well, you don't remember because you wasn't there.
Hold on.
But also, I don't remember learning this in school.
You didn't learn about conspiracy theories in schools because
No,
they tell you what.
but like the wars and like
Oh.
No, they were trying
No,
to
it
battle
was.
to see.
It was Vietnam. There was the conflict of Vietnam that was going on. So they wanted people to get their minds off of what was going on, and I think that's
So it
why
was
they came
another
up with the moon
distraction.
landing as
But
a
that's
distraction.
usually what conspiracies are. Is usually just a bunch of
Distractions.
distractions.
Yeah.
Because to me, the thing is like you never went back. We have all the technological advances to return, yet they've never returned. They're just sending robots out there.
Right.
It's not that we've never been to space. I just think that a lot of it is just them.
I don't
like,
think
it's
we
a
did it
game.
in 1969. I'm
Right.
sorry.
I think it's a game.
especially
I
now
don't
with the
think it is.
technology that we had back then, like we're way more.
We
advanced
don't
than
have-
we are
If
now.
you ask a flat earther, we've definitely never been to space.
Yeah.
They think there's we're just in a fucking
I
snow
wonder
globe.
how that works. Like the flat Earth people.
Oh, they think so they think that there's this gigantic ice wall around us,
Okay.
and that we are in this like flat, floating rock.
And there's a dome and there's water above us.
Yes, and there's a
the
dome.
firmament.
Yeah.
It's called. They call it.
So
the
they
firmament.
say that like anything that
because
goes
in the
up
Bible that's what it says.
hits the firmament.
So
if we fly up, we hit water.
So I'm gonna tell you something, right? It's fucked up because if you watch certain videos of people explaining this to you, they throw out a lot of shit that makes sense, right? And then obviously other people debunk it.
yeah,
But if you watch enough of it, you start questioning it. Like, yo, hold on a second.
that shit makes sense.
This makes sense.
Yeah.
Like the way they explain gravity and all this other shit. A lot of it makes sense. But then you think to yourself, like, it's a fucked up like box to put yourself in to like try to see out of.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of things that make sense on it, but I don't believe it's flat. I'm just.
Yeah.
But that's the theory.
I would need to look into that more because honestly, I
wall.
feel like you really should question everything.
You should question
Yes.
everything.
Everything should be questioned because I think our government doesn't tell us half of the shit.
Right.
And then the things that they do tell us is all bullshit.
They get to decide what they want us to know.
Right. And that's funny because my mom, I was just talking to my mom last night about this. She said, because we were talking about how eggs are so fucking expensive. And, you know, the chickens have this disease, the bird flu or whatever. So now the prices of chickens, of eggs have gone up.
Look at all those chickens.
Look at all those shit. But I think that's bullshit. I don't think that's true because you're not going to tell me that everything is just going to go like things happen all together in one thing, like everything, inflation. Now the fucking chickens are sick. And I think it's just an excuse for everything to keep going up because I know a lot of my coworkers, like when COVID started, they went and bought chickens and they have chickens. Their chickens are fine.
Yeah.
The chickens aren't fucking sick. There's
But
a
it's not
bunch-
every chicken that's
No,
sick.
but that's what I'm
But
saying.
there was an outbreak of bird flu a couple years back. It
Yeah,
happens every
Bro,
couple
there's
years.
like
I think it's
worse shit
bullshit.
in our food. Like,
Yo, facts.
the fuck?
I think it's
Fucking
bullshit.
red, purple,
So
red,
my-
blue 27, hut.
So going back to that, right? When my mom lived in DR, she said that back then, obviously, you know, in our countries, like there's farming, there's animals, all this stuff. Like they're pretty self-sustainable for
Yeah.
the most part. And then here comes some asshole country and then makes them unsustainable, but on their own. So she said that they're supposedly the pigs had a disease and they made all the farmers take all their pigs and pretty much slaughter them and throw them out. And then the US came and brought their own pigs
That were actually
that
fucking
were
sick.
healthy. But she said the crazy part is you can tell the difference in taste of the pigs that were ours in DR and the pigs that came from the United States.
Well, everything here is injected with
Hormones,
Hormones
and
and
all kinds of
steroids.
I actually
and
just
everything
learned that
else.
like your chicken is dumped in a chlorine water solution.
to clean it.
So I've been buying, it's called air chilled chicken, where they don't dip it in that solution. They literally just let the chicken chill in the air.
So
And so it's like,
No,
So
here's
it's a cool ass chicken.
So here's my yeah, it's a cool ass chicken. It's funny. So here's my thing with all of that, right?
Chicken comes in packaged like this.
They even with that, with the labels and stuff like that, they just be slapping organic on
Yes.
everything.
Yeah, and the
Our
standards for that
because
are
our
very,
FDA is trash.
Yeah, they're very shaky with the standards
Yeah.
on what
You know what,
can and can't be labeled.
you know what, Jasmine. By now, you guys should know that my wife's name is Jasmine. But you know, the other night we were talking about like back in the day, like how like cheap, like you would go to the store with $1, you get a bag of chips, a juice,
And hella candy.
right?
Yeah.
But we were talking about the little juices and how bright they were. The ones with the little foil cap that you just
That you
put.
just
Yeah,
pop
yeah,
in,
the
yeah.
little grenades. They look like grenades.
Yeah. And I was like, yo, that's crazy because the amount of dye that they had to put in those little juices was crazy.
Not even
for them to
that.
look like
Yeah.
that.
It being in the plastic and sitting in the heat
Yeah.
for who knows how
Yeah.
long. Like
In the
it's-
heat of the bodega, because
it's
you know
like
half
a-
of them didn't have
right.
AC.
It's like a double whammy. Like, damn, we was really fucking ourselves up.
I used to drink water out the hose though, so
I know.
What the generation now doesn't know what that is, what that's like. They're outside, they're just thirsty.
That's why we're all
They
immune.
fucking die of dehydration before they put their mouth under a hose. Yeah, in fact, I would have been outside with the hose. Just pause.
Oh, another one. Speaking of hose.
With the hose.
pause. Why pause?
Because he's outside with the hose and he's married.
No, that's not what it was. Because I was about to do a hand gesture with the hose in my hand. And
Oh, see, I knew it was something gay.
that's the only time you would say pause.
That's why I'm like, wait, why pause?
But yeah, the dye stuff is crazy.
So speaking of water, right, and drinking from the hose, the fluoride. That's another conspiracy theory. The
Oh, that
fluoride, the fluoride that
hardens your
pineal gland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
So you don't think, I feel like with things, like it's always nuanced because you don't think there's any benefits to fluoride.
well, it's not that there's no.
But the cons outweigh the pros, right? Or do you think that they're misusing it purposely?
I think they're
misusing it purposely, and
course.
the United States has a history of misusing things purposely and continuing to use them, knowing that they're not good for us.
But I just want to say that the government is really dumb because why would you want to make us dumb and we're supposed to be?
Why not?
We stand for your country.
No,
so
it's
why-
power. It's
Yeah,
a power thing.
but-
Look at right now. The billionaires are in charge of everything.
Yeah.
But I feel like it makes
Because when
I don't know.
when
It doesn't
peop-
make. I would want a strong country. So why would I want the residents of the country?
Yeah,
to
because
be
you're
dumb and useless.
You're
you know?
thinking with your brain, but when you have people that are too smart and too intelligent, knowledge is power.
They don't want us to have
They
power.
don't want us to have power.
Why do you think they don't
The
teach
less
us
knowledgeable
taxes
we
in
are.
school?
Because then we won't have a government. Probably we'll overthrow.
Yeah,
them,
because
niggas.
we'll start questioning shit like, well, why the fuck? Like, for example, New Jersey, right? For car accidents, we're a no-fault state. I looked into it. They made that. Not all states are like that, but specifically New Jersey was like that because supposedly it would make insurance cheaper for us if we were a no-fault state. How that makes sense, I don't know, but that's what it said when I looked it up, right? So then we're a no-fault state, but if somebody rear ends me from the back and I'm at a fucking stoplight,
You'll come. Continue.
what? I just got that. Well, yeah, if you rear end me, you're so stupid. And so now, even because this happened recently to me. So the guy, I didn't even go through my insurance. I didn't put a claim through my insurance. So I didn't my insurance shouldn't have gone up. My insurance still went up.
Yeah, of course.
So
'Cause
like,
we're a no-fault state.
why the fuck are we allowing this?
Who's we?
People
Sounds like a
just
personal
don't
problem.
no,
No,
but
I'm
I'm
kidding.
saying
I also
people
heard
don't
that-
care. Like, we don't care. Like,
Yeah.
there's no politician saying like, bro, that doesn't make any sense.
Well, that's because everybody wants to vote for the big, like, they
And
want to
that's
vote for
'cause-
president. They don't want to vote for your local officials. Like, people don't actually, the uproar that everyone has for when there's like a major election, like presidency, no one has that type of outrage when it's the mayor or the congressman or your senator or your governor. Everyone, it's the big dog. Everybody wants to go out in an uproar about the big dog. How about the mayor that's fucking your town up?
yeah.
How about you have an uproar about that, which is easier to control because it's way easier to get together the populace of a small town than it is to get the
whole
populace of a
country.
whole country.
Right.
Yeah.
It is. It's just way easier for us to be like, you know what, we're holding a meeting, a town meeting or whatever at the stadium at whatever high school. discuss it there.
But people don't do that.
We don't do that.
Yeah, we don't do
Same
that.
thing. We just keep jacking.
You know why?
You're
Because
doing good.
the mainstream media doesn't make a big deal about it because it's programmed.
No,
That's
because
another
we
one.
don't make a big deal about it. Though.
Right,
Yeah,
but
because
I'm
we're
saying,
being led
but
by the media.
Right, we're being led by the media, so we only make a big deal of things that the media keeps pushing into
Oh
our
my God,
subconscious.
yes, and that's so annoying because so I tested this out for myself. Like I follow a lot of left people and I follow sources and I follow a lot of right sources. And the shit that you see on both sides is crazy.
It's wild.
The same story is spun.
Yeah.
But it's like it's just spun differently. Period.
No, but I heard a quote, and it was remember the video I sent you, the Money Game, and one of his I think it was Money Game, the first song. This artist's name is Ren, and he makes like really deep music. He said, "There's no left, no right. We're asleep in the middle." That's literally what it is. Like everybody, it's like you said. Like Jasmine's TikTok is curated for
what she likes, what
Yeah.
she thinks.
Well, yes, and then mine is all over the place, honestly, because I don't really give a fuck
Well,
about
'cause
left, right.
That's how your brain
I,
is.
I like to follow both just so I understand where everybody's coming from.
And exactly. But for me, I told her, I said the problem with this is I don't believe anything they say because this person will say, "Oh, they just passed a bill, blah 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 blah, all of this on it." Then this person says, "Well, they just passed a bill and none of this is on it."
Yeah.
And then you go look at the bill and it's got things from both sides, but this person wants you to retract that and this person wants you to retract
Right.
that, and it's
Yeah.
like, bro, just tell us. Why isn't there someone just
the
like
truth
straight up
doesn't
truth?
change, right?
Well,
The-
because
the
people-
truth is just flat out the truth. There should be like no way to spin it a different way.
It's all opinions.
It shouldn't be,
Like,
and
they-
and to me, that's what the news shouldn't be opinions. It
shouldn't be
be
biased either.
Fact.
It shouldn't be biased. It should be
Straight
informative.
facts, yeah.
And the news hasn't been informative in a very, very long time.
But I don't think it's ever been informative because it's all propaganda. Like you want real news of what's actually happening here, you have to go
Watch it, Europe
source
and
it from a
shit.
different country.
Yeah.
Because they don't give a fuck about the propaganda
Yeah.
because it has nothing to do with their people.
Yeah, well, it's called confirmation bias.
You know what I'm saying?
You're
Like,
confirming your biases. That's why you
Yeah.
follow certain people. So you're just confirming what you're biased on.
Like
Yeah.
that's like to me it's like
I also feel like when like specifically when it comes to politics, like everything is so extreme. You can't be left but sort of in the middle because these days there is no middle. Like
Oh, no,
people are
everybody-
like you're either left or you're right. There's no like, well, I agree with this and I agree with that.
Right.
It's like, no, pick one, bitch. If not, you're a fucking MAGA supporter. Like
Yeah, yeah.
well, I don't think that fucking Tesla
You're
president,
racist.
yo, that shit with Donald Trump selling fucking Tesla had me in tears.
I didn't see it.
You didn't see it?
No.
Bro, this man is basically Elon Musk's mascot at this point, honestly.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Tesla's the best everything computer.
That's because his stocks dropped by like 40%.
Nigga,
But
what?
it was the 40% that increased when Trump came into office. But you know what's so crazy is that I saw a whole bunch of Tesla hate online. So now I feel like this
People are changing
generation...
the
Which is
emblem.
crazy because I feel like the people that were buying electric vehicles and Teslas were left leaning people.
But my
Wait,
question
not left.
is...
Is it left leaning or right leaning?
why,
Yes,
it's
left
left
leaning.
leaning because it was clean energy.
Right,
My
and now
question
all of a
is,
sudden you're right. You're
why,
not.
because I drive a Tesla, am I a Nazi supporter? I feel like
No, but
that's
none of that
so...
shit-
But that's the shit that I've been seeing online.
But
I'm like,
okay,
bro,
so here's the thing, right?
that's so extreme.
Ford provided vehicles for Hitler during the Holocaust, and then the Germans made Volkswagen. You got mad people driving Volkswagen and Beamers. So if you drive a German vehicle, you support the Nazis.
Right.
Is that what
It's
we're
also
getting to?
very...
That's just stupid to me.
It's very selective. What
That's just dumb to
people-
me.
Yeah. And
That shit
that's-
is so dumb to me.
It's like people
is.
can never be fully informed because you are selective with the information that you want to obtain.
Don't get me
Right.
wrong. I think everything going on right now is real fucked up, and like the fact that Elon is just running amok is crazy to me. But that's for a different conversation.
Yeah.
Um,
But what is he doing? Because Barack Obama also created a Doge when he was in office, and he put Joe Biden to run it, which he did nothing. So because it's now named Doge and Elon Musk is doing it, now it's like a huge problem.
Nah, it's just the way they're going about it. The way they're going about it is pretty.
or the way it's being presented.
being presented.
Because is it really happening?
Because
like,
I was reading into the whole how Elon Musk was sending like wild ass emails to federal employees, and it's like because there's hundreds of employees who are dead, who are basically collecting a fucking check from the government.
See,
So-
but that's the thing, right? So all of that, even what you just, there's sources that.
Well, I guess this is all conspiracy.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Because even with that, like, you will look at. There's no way for you to actually know this.
Yeah,
Unless you're
right.
working in that office.
Yeah, there's
for
no
sure.
way for you to know this, right? So
Yeah.
you will go online and Google yourself to death, trying to find the sources and the right information,
And
they're
Google
just
itself is also
I was about to
biased.
But
say,
I'm just gonna
can
tell
we
you.
even trust Google?
No,
at this
we
point?
can't.
You
because,
can't trust- yeah, no.
Because you know what's crazy is like we can't trust even Facebook, right? And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but when you guys get ads from Amazon, now there's actually a Amazon.com ads that we're getting. And they're allowing this. Like Facebook is taking money from this company that's not really Amazon. Because I was like, oh, this is a cute outfit. I clicked on it. And when I clicked on it, it went to a page that looked like Amazon.
So the scam.
It's a scam, but it
Shit.
wasn't Amazon. It was like something kind of like Temu-ish, like Shein-ish,
One of
like
those
shit like
knockoff
that.
websites, yeah.
And then I was like, this doesn't fucking look like Amazon, like my regular Amazon that takes me to my Amazon.
Yeah.
So when I went back and I looked at on my Facebook, it said Amazon.com, and I'm like,
Oh no, we don't have that problem. We have iPhones, but the
I just want to add one thing.
you just
too,
wanted to say that.
to the selectiveness of everybody. Because let's say it was Joe Biden who found tons and tons and tons of useless spending from our government. Why is that a bad thing?
so it's not,
We know our fucking government is spending.
bro. It's not
bullshit.
that.
But the thing is that I have not heard anything about all the wasteless spending that the U.S. has been doing for years.
Because they're not going to tell you.
years.
Why
When
would they
it's
tell you
our
this?
money, and
But
we're complaining
the-
about
But-
all this shit. But how about we complain about how the fuck our government's spending our money?
So the
and
crazy thing is-
laundering our money.
Yes, the crazy thing is that this isn't the first time I heard about it. I had seen it before when they were talking in Congress asking why are we spending money on certain things, but now that it's Elon and Trump making these investigations, now it's being put out there. But like 3 years ago, I had seen the same discussion before, and I saw a list of shit that we're spending money on, and I'm like, why the fuck are we spending money on this shit?
No, but it's always been like this.
And it's always been like that.
It's right in our, but it's always been right in our faces.
Like, can your girl hold $1 million? Damn.
But it's always been right in our faces. They've come up with these bills, and the bill will be whatever, clean energy for, or like let's use something that they should have did, clean water for Michigan, for Flint, Michigan, right?
God.
They put out a bill to restructure the water system there. Boom, 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 boom. You get to the 1700th page because these bills are fucking 3 million pages
Yeah.
long, and the 1700th page says sending $1 billion to whatever
Yep.
country, and people sign. It goes in because of the positive factor that it's built on, but all the extra shit that's on there, like, oh, now we're allowed to go into your webcams.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all that shit is thrown in the bills that people don't actually read. When
Pick
did
up
you
on,
ever
yeah.
read a bill?
I haven't read a bill, never, not a whole entire
First of all,
bill.
who has the time if it's 3,000 pages? Like,
Well, so now what I've
I don't
been
even
doing.
think the president reads that shit. That's why a whole bunch of shit was passed.
So now what I've been doing is when they publicize when the bill goes out and it's public, obviously all of those are public. I take it, I input it into AI, and I ask it specific questions.
Mm-hmm.
And then to verify that it's actually there, I'll ask it, what page is this on? Bro, that shit tells you what page it's on.
Do you have to pay for AI?
No,
So the one I use, I pay $20 a month for because I use it for very specific things, and so it curates it to my personal needs.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't it pulls obviously from online and everything else, but it also pulls from memory of what I've already
used
yes,
researched.
what I've already used for it.
Okay.
So like I have it for work projects, I have it for to run the overtime at my job. Like I have it for all, like I use it for all these things. So that way it just makes everything a lot easier for me.
conspiracy theories about AI.
So here's the it's funny, right? Because I asked AI, I saw a video online, and just to verify it, someone asked AI if they wanted to take over the world, what would they do? Like if somebody wanted, literally the first answer was AI going rogue. Like that was the first answer was AI going rogue. Then
Every
the
movie has told us that.
Yeah, exactly. And then the second one was depopulation. The other one was
which Bill Gates has been trying to do.
control.
Emasculating men.
Control.
You don't think
No,
that's...
we must serious.
No, but what's crazy about that is they did a study, right? And men's testosterone levels
It's so low now.
have been going just lower and lower. Like there's guys at the age of 25 that need TRT. That's crazy.
Yeah, there's other options before that, but that's crazy. 25 is like prime time. Your testosterone should be like through the fucking
Super
roof.
high.
Your
Yeah.
dick should be hard 24/7. It's like, I'm just kidding.
I'm 25 then. It's like, nah,
Just knocking shit over.
I'm hard right now. Yo, that Jamaica, that shit in Jamaica was fucking hilarious.
Oh, that was funny. I'll never
There is
forget
something
that.
else I want
That
to
shit
talk
was like
about.
Wait, hold on. I'm not done with the
3
with
seconds.
the AI.
one.
So with the AI, right? I don't think a lot of people have been talking negative about it, saying that it's gonna take over jobs or whatever. And
Oh, it is.
I know it is taking over certain jobs, but I feel like it's also opening it up for humanity not to do the 9 to 5 Monday through Friday shit.
Yeah.
Like I feel like certain things should be taken over by robots, should be taken over by AI, like the menial shit that we shouldn't
As
be
long
fucking
as-
doing anymore, because honestly, like that we're not here for this.
To just work all day.
To just fucking work 9 to 5, and then you go home to your kids and you only have 2 hours with your kids. Like that's straight bullshit to me.
Right.
But on the positive
But
spectrum,
how would you survive then?
That's what I was
but
going to
that's
say. There
but
has to be
well,
other jobs
well, see, that's the
created.
thing. All of this needs to be deconstructed. Money isn't real. We're giving value to money, but when you really think about money, money is not fucking
Well, no,
real.
paper money isn't real, but
paper money isn't
but even
real.
to the back
None of it is real.
No, but even to the beginning of time, they dealt in trade. So
Yeah,
you still need
so we-
something sustainable to be able to survive. Like, okay, you're the one that grows chickens, let's say.
Right, so
but
that's-
I'm the one
but
that
we
makes
need to-
corn. Whatever.
Yes, well, we
I'll
need to
trade
go back to
you
trade.
a corn on a cob for
For a chicken?
For a chicken.
For 2
or not for a
eggs.
chicken.
For 2
for
eggs.
3 eggs, let's
Okay.
say, right? Going back, that'd be crazy. The billionaires are still gonna win.
They've set it up for them. to
That's
win.
what I'm saying.
Right,
So
that's what I'm saying.
they're
All that
still gonna
all that
win.
needs to fall. That's why all of it is it's deconstructing. Like this isn't like the way that humanity has been living for however long. Like we're not, I mean, it goes deeper than that. Anyways, my point is for AI, I feel like it's connected to our consciousness. So human consciousness is evolving, and so is AI.
Yes, at a ridiculously fast
Yes,
pace.
on a because so is human consciousness. If human consciousness was not evolving, AI wouldn't be evolving either.
Well, no, somebody made that.
Yeah, like for example, like even electricity and energy, it's always been around us. It's just they learned to harness electricity.
Yeah.
Like Nikola Tesla figured out a way to have free energy, and fucking JP Morgan was a person that fronted him the money so he can create this fucking huge tower. So it was like the tower went into the ground and also up, and he figured out, because by the time he died when he was 70, he had like thousands of fucking patents.
Yeah, he had mad inventions.
So
And they were all taken
but
over.
when they realized that you're doing free energy, you're creating free energy, it's the one of the biggest things that made us so powerful, right? The United States. And you're trying to figure out how to give it for free for people, then you can't exploit people anymore.
Yeah.
So JP Morgan
no
was like,
profit to
right, there was no profit. So JP Morgan was like, yeah, you're done. I'm not going to give you any more money. No, he died when he was 70, not yet, but
Okay.
and that's when
Franklin?
Benjamin Franklin was all he did was he only learned how to light one light bulb. He didn't harness energy like Nikola Tesla did.
A little key on a kite.
History has been written by the winners.
Of course. Yeah. Of course.
That's why history is
It can
subjective.
be trusted. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So for you to try to go back to a trade system of like.
The whole world would need to be on the same page.
Like,
It wouldn't just be the U.S. It would have to be like a worldwide.
It's a worldwide thing, but it's going to be thousands.
But here's the problem with that.
Here's
another conspiracy for that one. Before the world becomes united in a sense like that, the world's gonna just be united in the sense of like, oh my God, these people are trying to help us, which is what that whole thing with the aliens and Project Blue Beam and like us being under attack by an outside source that has nothing to do with us, and then the world comes together and there's one world government, and we're just at that point it's just the 1% controlling everything, which they slowly have been doing for years anyway. If you look at certain stocks, bro, the same fucking companies own everything.
Yes. Yeah. BlackRock, Vanguard.
All of it. They
all own the same
everything.
Thing. Like every news channel is they're owned by the same place. That's why when I don't know if you've ever seen those videos, but the news channels, all of them are saying the same exact thing word for word. That doesn't fucking scare people.
But this is one, I don't watch the news, right?
Neither do I, but clips, I see the clips.
People do.
I get clips, right? Yeah. I get clips online. And I'll watch them on like Facebook and TikTok and stuff like that. So I watch those type of clips. I won't sit there and watch CNN or MSNBC or whoever else the fucking channels are.
I don't watch the news at all.
To me, I'd rather watch The Daily Show, where it's like comedy telling you the truth, and they really do tell you like how dumb is this? How do people actually believe this with jokes? I appreciate that type of news coverage. Mm-hmm. Oh, speaking of news coverage, did you guys see the lady that had her son trapped in the house?
Oh my God,
I did see that. You sent it to us. What the fuck?
I had read like a short story.
He was 5'9".
She kept him in there for like 20 years
since he was since he was in 4th grade.
And she would feed him 2 sandwiches a day or something like that, and that's crazy. And the stepsisters knew.
And he was like drinking out of, like, sometimes he would have to drink out of the toilet because she wouldn't give him water. Go look it up.
That's crazy.
Obviously, you know, this is like you read an article and then people just start posting in the comments and stuff like that. So there's a lot of probably misinformation out there. But the fact that her lawyer is like, that's not true. None of it is true.
Yeah,
she
I
didn't
saw
do
that.
this. She took care of him his entire life. Bro, did you see what?
But the problem.
So he just made all this shit up and lit the house on fire?
Yeah, but the problem with being a lawyer is like you chose to, like, you can't be biased.
Yeah.
No, if you have a criminal, you have to defend the criminal.
Yeah. Not even be biased, but like
you can't be visibly
your moral
biased.
Like your moral compass.
Oh, speaking of moral compass, I like those morality questions. Like I'll ask you one, which is a very popular one that like floats around the internet all the time. But if you had 3 children there's a railroad track, right? And it splits in 2 directions. On this side, you have 3 children, and on this side, you have an elderly couple. And the train is coming, and you have to throw the switch in one direction. Which way are you throwing it?
The elderly couple.
Those were their kids. I'm kidding. Why? Why would you throw it to the elderly couple?
Because they lived a longer life. The children still have they haven't lived as long.
So I like playing this game and fucking people's heads up, right? Because
But what if?
Yeah, yes, exactly. Because
what if?
Morally, it's more. You're wrong either way.
What if those? Yeah, you're wrong either way. But in that morally thinking that, but what if?
Two of those kids end up being serial killers, and the other one is a serial rapist.
Or goes into foster care.
Or like they were meant to die and then they wound up dying the following week. So now you killed the older couple for no reason.
Or you throw the switch, the train hits the older couple, derails, and then squishes the kids.
Well, of course. Okay, you throw out all these what ifs.
All right, this
fucking
is
dumbass.
I mean, if it's Final Destination, everybody's gonna die. Period.
Eventually. Oh, there's another movie coming out. Final Destination.
Answer to that,
I can't wait.
The right answer to that is to actually throw yourself in front of the train.
I'm not gonna stop it. I'm not Superman.
So that way you just die and don't have to deal with the repercussions of your decisions.
That's crazy. Nah, that older couple's going. that older couple's going.
Nah, me too. I'm throwing in the direction of grandma and grandpa.
Yeah.
And
I'm sure they wouldn't care.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
They would choose the.
So there was another one. This one recently, actually. If you guys were on a ship and the ship went down, and you had to save your husband or your baby. You can only save one. Which one are you saving?
My baby.
I don't know, because I feel like that's the same thing if you have to choose between the wife and the baby. I feel like
I'm choosing my wife.
I would choose my man. You could have another baby.
Yo, hold on. That's literally what this woman answered, and she was getting, when I tell you that this woman got dragged across TikTok.
But like, if it's Peyton or my man, like, I'm gonna choose Peyton.
Well, he's 11.
Yeah.
So
She's 12.
You 12.
Oh, like a
he did,
baby?
just turned 12.
Oh, like a baby?
No, baby. So I think the question specifically said 10-month-old baby or something like that. Thank you. No, yeet. I'm saving my wife.
Obviously, it's harder in the moment, but
I don't know. That's hard, dude.
I'm saving my wife, bro.
That's rough.
And obviously, you know, everybody with their fucking what ifs, which I love to do, by the way. It's like, oh, but what if you save your husband and he was cheating on you the whole time? Or what if you save your wife and now she can't get over the fact that you didn't save the baby and she hates your guts?
Well, that happens.
That happened. No, exactly. So that could happen. But more like me, I think, like, I don't know that fucking baby. Nigga, 10 months old.
I only
For
known
me-
you for 10 months.
No, I don't know you, bro. Like,
for me, it's like,
You can't even talk.
imagine
It's not even
how
that.
you probably won't even be able to show up for the baby, like, after going
'cause you'd
through
be
that
so
traumatic
thing.
you know, like,
This
now
is all
you-
your fault.
now
But
you're
would-
doing the
but what if you won't be able to show up for your man?
huh?
What if you won't be able to? The trauma won't allow you to show up for your man either. So
But
there's chances
your man doesn't depend on
His
you
side
like a
chick
baby
will.
does.
That
though.
nigga's been cheating on you the
Like,
whole fucking time.
But not even the baby actually depends on you to live. You know, like
Yeah.
Like, your man doesn't.
like he's a grown ass man. He could feed himself. This baby needs my titty, and so does my man. It's like, no, I'm just kidding.
okay, Jason.
Nah, but that was one of those questions. I was like, yo, and there was one lady that went in and she was like, she explained it biblically. For her, it was like a religious thing. Like, in the Bible, it says that no one is above your husband or wife. Like, they should be first in your
There's
life.
also a lot of stuff
right?
in the Bible that I don't agree
So
with.
that's how she explained it. They dragged her. I mean, and I'm like, bro, the internet's, you're never going to win on the internet.
Never.
Never.
Because there's always gonna be
If you
opposing-
ever read,
that disagree with
have you
you.
guys? Do you guys have a thread?
Yeah,
Thread.
Threads.
So sometimes I read stuff on Thread. I don't really follow many people because I don't really go on it that much. But the reason why I made it is because there were certain things that would come up on Instagram
That you would
that I
wanna
was
look
like,
at.
oh my
Yeah.
god, I want to read
the
this,
full post.
and then it's like, fuck, I can't read it. So I had to make an
reason
account.
why I made it too.
But the way
That's how they
that
get you.
But honestly, people's perception is so ingrained in them, depending on how they their traumas and how they perceive the world. It's so crazy because there was like a relationship thing, right? And then the way you could just tell the girls that were commenting that the way that they saw the guy responding was like crazy and disrespectful and like whatever. And then there was other girls that were like, well, he's being honest. Like, isn't that what you want? Like, and he wasn't even being like a dickhead about it. He was just telling how
saying shit that she didn't want to hear.
Right. And I'm like, there's like such a people are not open-minded to think, well, maybe X, Y, and Z. Yeah. It's just like, oh no, it's a good thing you dropped him. He's a piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. All this stupid shit.
People are grounded in their beliefs.
Yeah. Right. But it's crazy because there's like polar opposites.
Of course, but that's
and their beliefs are their own traumas and experiences. So
yes,
but that's where the yin yang thing comes in.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like
duality.
Like,
you
exactly,
need to have both.
like in order for you to appreciate a bright sunny day, you have to have rain once in a while.
And that's when it comes down to the deep questions.
Or
of
not, it's just gonna be the
spirituality.
same shit. It's just gonna be the same shit all the time.
I just
it
think
comes
how
down
hard
to
is
the-
it to just step outside your fucking shoes? Like, for example, I had the conversation of basically the Love is Blind. A lot of the couples' issues were their values were different, right?
Yeah. Oh, this season.
Neither of them
Jasmine
are
was
wrong.
telling me about this
Neither
season.
of them are
Yeah.
fucking wrong. This is what they believe in. This is what you believe in.
No, but sometimes if you have contradicting beliefs to the point of where, like, because
Especially
Jasmine
in
told me,
spirituality.
or not even that, for them it was politics. I heard, right? Jasmine
Well,
was saying
so,
a lot
yeah,
of it was
like social issues and
yes,
and
like
politics
the men
Yeah.
were
and religious
like
beliefs,
the
yeah.
most of the men were like
conservative.
conservative, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that conservative is like like you don't have like it's not
I
your
just
body, your
feel
choice. That's
like-
like you have
yes.
pro-life.
They're more
They're more
close
pro-life.
to
Yes.
religion.
Yeah, so
Yes.
so if you're that way off, you sometimes you really just don't find a medium. Like if this man believes
but
that
my thing is that he's just because your values don't align. Granted, you should not be together if those values are super important to you. But you can't point the finger and say your values are wrong.
Yeah.
You just
Well-
say we just don't align and we're not for each other.
no,
Let's
but
keep it
you
moving.
can, you can,
What?
you could say that. Like I can,
Oh, yeah,
I can
but-
sit here and believe that.
Yeah.
I can sit here and believe like so. Like if you were pro-choice, right, and I was pro-life, and I'm like, because I see these arguments online all the time, and you're like, oh well, up to 3 months, like that's not even really a baby. I could get rid of it, blah 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 blah, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, no, it's actually a baby as soon as the egg gets fertilized. You're wrong. It to me, in my eyes, you're wrong.
Yeah, but I feel like a smart person would be like, we just don't agree.
You're still wrong.
I don't see it like that.
You're both wrong.
Well, no, but you could say the same thing.
For me, it's like
Yeah.
I don't see it like you're wrong because who am I to say that your beliefs are wrong?
Because you're an open-minded individual.
yeah,
That's
no, but
why.
that's what I'm saying.
but that's what I'm saying. People should be like that because you.
And then people are like, fuck that. I should be closed-minded.
I
No,
don't
but you
know.
could
It's
be
just-
open-minded and still believe that someone is wrong. Like being open-minded means. Like, so for me, being open-minded means we're having this discussion, and I'm not degrading you, and I'm not
Yeah.
belittling
Yeah.
you, and I'm not like I
You're
could tell you straight up. I'd be like,
respecting what I'm
listen,
saying. It's
I
just-
understand exactly. I can understand what you're saying. I believe you're wrong, so we can agree to disagree.
Perfect.
I don't hate you for it. I
Yeah.
don't. But I
He
will
thinks
never
you're
be-
stupid,
I
but he
don't-
doesn't hate
I will
you.
never be with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't take it.
I don't care what else you have on the table. I stand really strong on this belief, and you're
Yeah.
just not the woman for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
and
it.
I think that's perfectly fine.
You're
but
open-minded.
When when it comes to like, oh, he's a fucking dumbass and da-da-da, I'm just like, bro, to me, that's just super wild to say because you didn't grow up the way that they grew up. So why you don't even probably understand where it is that they're coming from. So I just think people need to be a lot more understanding and open-minded.
Well, yes,
Yeah.
people should give more grace.
Yes.
Like I love watching debates of where you both individuals are open-minded and you can see like this person makes a point and the other person like
And you
even
can
though
see
they're
the light
against
bulb,
it,
yeah.
even though they're against it, like, oh wait, I wasn't.
I
never
wasn't
thought
really-
of that.
I actually
Yeah.
never.
way.
I never
Can you
thought of it
explain
that
that to
way.
me a little
Yeah.
bit better so I can understand it? And like the other person will be like, okay, so I can understand why you seeing it that way, but I believe that even though whatever is like this, it's still going to cause whatever problems, right?
Yeah.
And the debate ends in like, oh, whatever, it was really nice talking to you, blah blah blah. They end the clock because it's like time debates. Then you got people up there. I think what you said is misogynistic.
You know why?
and you're a
Because-
fucking
you wanna know why?
narcissist and blah
Right.
blah blah. And it's like, bro,
You want to know
hold the
why?
fuck
Because
up.
they allow their emotions
Yeah,
to get in front of
logic.
logic
Yeah.
and being open-minded about how someone else might think.
Yeah.
That's really what it comes down to. A lot of people think that their emotions are facts and your emotions are not facts.
Right.
But facts are only things that you can actually prove
Yes.
with science and stuff like that, which is why I would never have arguments with religious people because like when I've had like conversations with religious people and I just listen to what they tell me and a lot of it, even if I don't believe it, is like, okay, you believe this. I'm not going to shit on your beliefs.
Right.
Like this is what you believe. So I'm going to listen to what you're saying. And sometimes I take away good information from it, stuff that I didn't know, stuff that makes me understand that person a little bit better.
Right. Because that's really what it comes down to. It's just understanding
I'm
someone else a
open-minded.
little bit better.
Yeah.
When you have deeper conversations, what we're really doing is just understanding each other and understanding why you view the things
that you view. Right.
why you view them the way that you view them.
Yeah.
That's really what it comes. But people aren't grasping that. It's not me against you. It's just us
Discussing,
talking
yeah.
and discussing a
Yeah.
topic.
Discussing our differences.
Right.
Respectfully.
I love those type of conversations.
Yeah, me
Same.
too.
I actually love talking to people who think completely different as me.
So like even like doing this podcast, right? There's certain conversations that we could have here that when somebody starts watching, they're just gonna click off. Bang.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, this person's a dumbass. They believe this, and this.
Right.
Instead of actually like listening and being like, I wonder why Juan
Things like that.
thinks like this. I wonder why Jojo thinks that this and this is the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Like it's easier to just tune it out instead of trying to absorb more knowledge and a better understanding of how somebody is through what they're trying to tell you.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's because people don't take the time out to listen to someone because
And
they're
they
not
don't
on
even,
the same
they
page.
just don't care. They don't care if it doesn't if it doesn't align with their beliefs.
Right.
Yeah.
So I like you know how they say like you should surround yourself with like-minded people. You should surround yourself with all types of people.
Yeah.
Like not only like-minded people, or you will never grow.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. But I think with that aspect, I think that means more like, I think with people trying to better themselves, you know what I mean? Like-minded in the aspect of, you're not just chilling with somebody that doesn't want to do anything with themselves. Like, I feel.
Well, I feel
know,
like it can be.
It could be both, but I think
It
that's
can
mainly
apply
what
to
it's
different
talking.
yeah,
I feel like that's
when
what
people
it's,
talk about it. It's like, oh, you gotta be around people who are hustlers and
Right,
da, da, da.
right,
Like,
right.
but there's so many different aspects that can apply to.
Yeah.
Our favorite conspiracy theory:
Sorry.
Is
COVID and 9/11.
Oh, COVID and 9/11. 9/11, I believe. I mean, you know what's crazy is that people are like, "Oh, how dare you say that it was a conspiracy theory?" Blah 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 about 9/11. There were so
People
many
died.
There were so many people that died. No
Yeah,
one is
your
saying
government
that
killed them, dog.
No one is saying that there weren't people that died.
Right.
They're saying what people are saying is
That what they
that
said
it
happened
doesn't
didn't
make
happen.
any sense. They needed something to create in order for humanity to be for war, you have to create a conflict.
Right.
If there's no conflict, people are going to be like, "Well, why the fuck are we over there?
And America
Why are we
knows
killing
that
people?"
We are emotional motherfuckers.
Yes.
Well, the
So
easiest
when
way
you
to manipulate
exactly,
people
it's through their
emotion.
emotions.
That's
so when
that's
you
the only time that the country was actually united. You had
Right.
everybody left and right come together.
But then there was also a time where it was like us versus them too, because anybody that was in a turban or looked Middle Eastern, they immediately were racist as fuck towards them.
What I
Was
said, but no, but
Osama
what I said was
Iranian?
that's when. Oh, I don't know.
Was what?
He was a CIA operative,
But
but
Yeah.
from Iran.
Which that's another thing.
they were trained by the CIA.
Yes.
When you but no, what I mean by that is when America was united.
Yes.
As a
Yes,
country,
yes.
of course, everybody was like, "Oh my God, this person has a turban." They're the
terrorist.
T word.
Oh, sorry.
No, you can say it. It's fine. But but it's like it was one of those things where it's like Americans together, even though
Hated one group of people
United
together.
we stand.
which is crazy. Which is crazy because that's
Let's just talk about how Fauci indirectly funded the Wuhan lab where the COVID outbreak
How they were
happened.
saying it from the
And
beginning?
How this motherfucker got pardoned.
How they were saying this shit from the very beginning.
How he got pardoned is crazy, which means that either Joe Biden was fucking sleeping when he signed that shit, or somehow he was gonna be implicated some way somehow. Joe Biden pardoning Anthony Fauci.
well, that whole pardoning thing, like at the end, he pardoned.
Well, even fuck all the pardons, just like Anthony Fauci specifically. Like COVID is the reason why we're where we are right now.
But that's the thing, right? So even with all of that, like the whole thing behind that, because you know me, and we have the group chat, which is hilarious to see now. All the shit that we said all came to fruition.
Yeah.
Right.
The vaccine wasn't gonna
The
matter.
Chinese virus.
Like all of that bullshit.
China.
You know what I'm saying? So for us, it was like, because we're open minded and because sometimes we like to question shit, they're shutting shit down to the point where it's like we want to see how easily it would be for everybody to just be like, oh shit, let's listen to what they're telling us. Let's not question anything. Oh shit, look, the hardware store at the corner is closed, but Home Depot's open. They sell the same shit. Why can the corporation be open, but mom and pop can't? Problem, right? And that's when I started to realize, like,
Why are the liquor
Nah,
I didn't even
this
know
shit is
that.
deeper than
when
that.
I saw that the liquor
I
stores
wasn't
were,
even aware
Yeah,
that was a
like-
thing.
like-
Like,
like-
the big
Yes.
corporations were still open.
Walmart
Best
was
Buy,
still open. Everything was still
Walmart,
open.
and they were saying it was
Damn.
it was what do you call
Liquor
it?
stores were still open.
Yeah, you could deliver. They were delivering.
Yes.
They were delivering liquor.
And you know what?
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what the
yeah, I
excuse?
remember. Yeah.
You know what the excuse was? Oh, well, you have alcoholics, right? And if they don't have their liquor, they're gonna go into withdrawal, and then they're gonna go to the hospitals,
And it's going to take up beds.
and they're gonna take up beds in the hospital. What?
I'd be like, natural selection. They're just gonna have to die in their house. Like, I'm just kidding.
Okay, you and Mason cannot run for president ever.
All right, but natural selection is real. Just saying.
Yes, to a certain extent, but you can't push it forward like with influence.
Mima's like,
I didn't. They
like you
influenced
can't line up.
themselves
You
to
can't line
become
up
alcoholics.
You can't line up everyone that don't know how to swim and just throw them off a bridge and then be like,
Natural
"Oh, make it happen, or you're not gonna make it."
Mima's like, natural selection.
That one. Same thing with the back to the 9/11 thing when they enacted the Patriot Act, where they were just allowed to go into people's houses and stuff like that
Yeah.
if they were suspected of terrorism without
Yeah.
any
Racist as
warrants
fuck.
or anything like that. That all was made for more control.
Yeah.
All of it is just more control, more
More
control,
control.
more control.
What can you brainwash the people into believing? And like even the same, I mean, I'm not a nurse or anything, but I feel like the way that they went about from what I've seen, my opinion on the way that they went about dealing with these patients, I feel like it made the situation worse. And there was doctors talking about it, that these ventilators were actually causing the opposite effect of
Yeah, it was
saving people.
overinflating their lungs.
Right. It was like causing this issue inside their bodies, and it was killing people and that's why people that went on ventilators didn't fucking a lot of them would die because they were put on the ventilators and for me, I feel, and there was doctors that were questioning stuff and they couldn't like do something differently. They had to do things a certain way because this was the rule.
Everyone was dying from COVID. Car accident, COVID. Motorcycle accident, COVID.
Right.
Yeah,
Plane crash.
pneumonia,
COVID.
COVID. There was a lot of deaths that. So I don't know how it works as far as how it's determined what goes on the death certificate. Because like if you die from pneumonia, why is COVID on your death certificate?
Yeah.
You know, I feel like
Because-
that's weird. They
well-
wanted to pump up the numbers.
Well, of course.
Yeah. The fact that
so
we
do you
had a
guys
fucking
think-
death ticker on the
So
TV
do you
is
guys
crazy.
think that
Yeah,
the
that's wild.
freezers with thousands of bodies were real?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Because that was wild.
It was wild. The only way for sure to know is if you were there.
If you were there, yeah.
But I feel like definitely numbers were skewed. I don't think that
100%.
I don't think they were honest about it. I think that it was by mistake. It was a virus that was created by mankind, and they fucked up.
It was used.
They
It
fucked
was
up.
supposed
They
to be
fucked up.
like a bioweapon.
Yeah.
Like they fucked up. I think it was like you said.
I
They
think it
created
was a real leak though. Like I don't think they purposely released it.
No,
that's what I mean.
Well,
They
they got
fucked
fucking
up,
sick.
yeah.
The first people were in China.
Yeah.
It was in Wuhan. The fact that they were talking about it was from a bat,
Yeah.
it's so crazy.
Like
They
bro,
eat-
Chinese
nah,
people
they
been
be
I didn't
eating
believe
bats
it.
forever.
But no,
yeah,
but
I haven't believed. I didn't believe none of that shit.
Yeah.
No, I know. We know. It's all in the group chat.
I mean, I do believe like that you can eat a exotic animal and catch some shit for COVID.
And then the other thing
COVID,
is there
a
was
fucking,
you go to-
a respiratory virus.
there was
like-
literally people wearing masks outside. Like that goes to show how fear can literally brainwash you and make you do things that scientifically
Don't make
do
sense.
not make fucking
Wait,
sense.
What did she say? I'm wearing a mask.
People
outside?
wearing
Outside.
masks outside. Like I literally saw
Like if it's like a HEPA,
or
HEPA
no,
filter.
or even driving the car by themselves.
driving a
Yeah,
car by
yeah.
yourself with a mask on. Like unless you're an Uber driver or Lyft driver, whatever, I get it. But regardless, that was it was insane to me.
Yeah, that was an insane time. I'll tell you what though, the peace and quiet, the driving to work.
Oh
with
my
no
God, it was
traffic,
so great.
Oh my God,
amazing.
I
Which
was
which
You guys were both considered essential employees,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Same.
which was crazy because that goes to show how many people can actually work from home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that was
That's not gonna- that's-
that was
They don't like that.
They don't. One,
Yeah,
it's
they
not-
didn't want
it's not-
that.
One is not. It's not just that. Is that there
And-
are a lot of jobs where people aren't as efficient from
As
home as they are in the
productive, yeah.
office. That's just like
Yeah.
there are people who are. You couldn't tell me to work from home.
Well, you can't.
I'd be sitting here on my computer playing games when I'm
Yeah.
supposed to. I'll be on Excel. Like
Yeah.
so. The essential. That's what I was trying to get to before. That was the word I was looking for, but my mind wasn't picking it up. They were essential businesses, which they weren't. Like, why was Best Buy essential?
Because people need TVs.
Yeah, but
I need my DVDs.
or like I get Home Depot. Like obviously, if you got a water leak in the house, you
Yeah.
need to go. But
Right.
but the mom and pop store,
Any hardware store should have been open.
exactly,
Then, right?
Yeah.
exactly.
Exactly.
They were
There's
trying
so
to
many
shut down
peop-
the corner bodegas,
Yeah.
but they
And
wanted
they-
to leave
and
the
they
big
had food.
supermarkets open.
They had food.
Like,
Corner
come on,
bodegas had
nah,
food
bro.
too.
Get out of here with that. If you guys have any conspiracy theories that you have or that we didn't touch on,
Share with us.
There's so many of them. So
and listen,
many.
don't be shy, man.
We will
Send in
listen to you.
topics.
We will listen to you.
Send in topics. Send in questions. We would love to answer some of your questions.
Send in bullshit.
You could DM it to us on our Instagram or email it to soulyforlaughs@outlook.com. We have a TikTok, also Souly for Laughs. We're at Souly for Laughs everywhere. And we would love to hear back from you guys. We would love feedback, comment, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
Basically, I want you to tell me that everything